right, you guys. So I'm on it today because it was such a high volume or so much volatility in news. And I just want to kind of show you, with this ADA play, right? So here I got my entry at 23338. You can see I tagged that exactly. Like I said, like I do know how to trade very technically and all that, but that's not normally what I present. So I'm just showing you this trade here that I entered, and so 23335 got filled 2338 where I was at. So I'm within. It's pixels, guys. So I hit that within the pixels. You can't even really measure that play. So that entry is a great entry, and you can see at one point we were up 5.79 on that. Right now you're up about 4.23. So if you think about it, the whole stock market, this is why I like these ETFs, these KuCoin ETFs. That's what I'm doing here, is teaching basically that all this stuff I'm showing you is all to trade KuCoin 3 shorts, right? But you got to know all the shit that I'm saying in order to do it effectively. So the whole market moved 5% today, all that talk and bombs going off and all this shit, and we can make, if you do it right, you could have made this whole move that the market had done today if you know how to do it. And if we had taken, let's say, 10 grand, right? I didn't, but you could, and you would have made 4.23, and you could just sell out of that position very easily right now, right? So that's what I'm teaching you ultimately, is how to work with this. So I just want to show you my thoughts on what I'm going to do next with this, right? So when I look at this chart and I watch Bitcoin and I watch the VIX and all this stuff coming into tomorrow, you can add. So if you watch this, let me show you like this, because a lot of you guys might understand better if I do it in a bull scenario. Okay, so if we're trading this would be our first touch on the hour. Okay, right? You see this? This is this kind of this triangle setting up. And so what we're looking for on the hourly, because this would be a descending, or this kind of triangle here with this flat horizontal, normally that dumps. So what we're going to watch for, though, is you're going to watch for price to start to squeeze. So there's two ways you can play this. Remember, I was showing you before. And what you want to watch for, if you're kind of doing this on a daily or you're trying to stay and take profits quick, is if you're in this play, you want to see that you start getting touches here along this new line. And you want to see that price over the next, I don't know, till the end of the day, the next 4 hours, you want to see that happen. As long as you're seeing that, you stay in that play. And I'm staying in all this long term. This is buy, hold. I'm going to hold this for 6 months. But I'm just trying to show you, like, if you were to want to play this on a short bounce, take your 5% profit, you could, the next time you could take profit is up here. And then you'd wait for the pullback. And as long as you're in this triangle, you see, just like if you're trading a bullish pattern and you break out of that triangle, that's your play. You see what I'm saying? So you wouldn't enter up here. You got to wait for some kind of a pullback. This is also a very short time frame. Okay, so I'm showing you something on a very short time frame on the hourly. Because the other thing that can happen real easily is you can get a pullback to this horizontal line and it touches and doesn't break, and it just continues like this, and none of what I told you as far as that triangle plays out. Okay, just to be clear, like, it's not a guarantee. But if you see this pattern with these newer, like these little hourlies, and it's kind of doing this in the hourly, then you get a little entry. Okay, and you watch for the breakout here. And so a lot of breakout traders, the other guys, there's one guy that I used to follow until I learned, you know, he's only knows how to breakout trade. What he'd be saying on his channel is, on his KuCoin 3X ETFs, he's encouraging people to buy the breakout. Buy the breakout of this triangle. Buy the breakout of this horizontal trend line. To me, that's too late. You want to enter into your short because you're in a downtrend. So you enter your short when your primary coin is at resistance and your short coin is at support. So then if I'm going to watch the charts here, see what's happening. If I like what's happening, I might add to this position. You feel me? Add to that position, and then if we get the breakout, what you would do is on that breakout you would sell somewhere around there. You see how you got little, you can take as much risk as you want. This is a pretty safe place to sell, but if you wanted to hold a little longer, you'll probably see this. You see all this in here, all these touch points, you probably see something like that. So that's what I would be doing if I was looking to kind of like day trade this or keep this in a weekly or a 3-day time frame. So when I say weekly, it means like I'll hold this till the end of close on Friday. And that's all from options. It's like that's how you trade options and stuff. And then the other thing guys would teach you is they'd be like, well, look, you got the, so other dudes, you know, this one guy, right, this is how he would set this up for you. If he was telling you how to short this, he'd say, look, you got the wedge, right? Then he'd be like, well, you have this little rounding bottom. So he would have said, buy the breakout here. And then they would brag, which is why I stopped watching it, because it's all hype. And be like, oh, we made a quick 13%. Sometimes, most of the time not. And then he would say, okay, now you bought the breakout here, wait for the retest, and then or he would say, they would say, you see, you're getting this little bull flag maybe setting up on the 1 hour. Okay, so he would say, okay, well, buy the breakout of this level. Do you see what I'm saying? And I'm saying the opposite. I'm saying you're in a downtrend. I mean, it's so obvious you're in a downtrend, so you got to use the trend as your friend. So you buy your ETFs at support. Anyway, that's kind of the thought process on it. But none of this is all buy and hold for me. So I will hold this probably through 2023. Probably maybe even to 2024 based on today's news. Long-term hold on KuCoin short ETFs. That is my position. That is what I am doing. That's what's up.